Hi guys, it's good to be back again. I hope you're all doing okay. Sorry, I'm a bit wonky. I don't know what's going on with the camera. Oh, hang on. That's it, I think, anyway. Anyhow, as I said, I hope you're doing okay. It's nice to be back again. And there's a couple of reasons why I've come on today. The first reason is a couple of years ago, somebody, a creator called Nils from Berlin, we connected, and he had an upcoming deck, and it's the Wisdom of Ancient Egypt Oracle. And COVID happened, and he couldn't get the deck off the ground. And fast forward to now, and he actually run a successful Kickstarter. And he always said to me a couple of years ago, or 2 or 3 years ago, I will send you a deck. And I said, yeah, that's fine, no worries and things like that. And he actually did, he kept to his word. And I completely forgot, to be fair. And like when the parcel arrived, I was like really, really pleased. And Nils and his sister have worked so hard on this deck, and it's absolutely lovely. So this is one of the reasons why I've come on today, is to kind of like show you, the deck, what you can expect. And I had this lovely package come, and this is first of all, it's by Nils, Philippe, Andra, sorry, and Nadine, Sophie, Weiblinger, I think. Oh, sorry, I haven't got my glasses on again. Right, so on the back of there is the front of the deck, and on the back of the box it says, the wisdom of ancient Egypt Oracle will take you on a journey through one of the most powerful civilizations in the history of the world, ancient Egypt. The illustrated cards feature the most well-known and important deities, gods, pharaohs, and symbolism of the Old and New Kingdom. Dive deep into the wisdom of the ancient Egyptians and discover how they can guide you in the present. So, first of all, we have the deck, and then inside the box, there is a little guidebook that tells you everything you need to know. But Neil sent me the deluxe guidebook, so it's more comprehensive. It's absolutely beautiful, honestly, guys. It's fully illustrated throughout. There's so much information. Even the little symbols in the cards, the details are explained in all the cards as well. It is a true labour of love, and it's professionally done. It's a bound guidebook, and everything you need to know to start you out on your divination journey is in here. And this is just a little abridged version if you just purchase the deck alone. And so also, he sent me the most beautiful reading cloth with the Eye of Horus on it, and it's like a brown kind of velvet as well, which is absolutely gorgeous. You could use that with lots of different decks anyway, or just use it as an altar cloth. It's beautiful, it really is. So there's that. And I had lots of little stickers and a divination coin as well. Just a second. Let me show you these. So this divination coin I had with a scarab beetle on there. And then I had some stickers as well, which are lovely, because I can put these in my journal. So these just peel off there. So it's like a circular, you can just about see it in there. So they come out circular anyway when you kind of pick them off the backing paper. So there's some stickers I had, and then a certificate of authenticity. This is limited first edition, copy number 432 out of 900. So there's only 900 decks being printed so far. So it's really, really beautiful. Let me show you the cards, guys. They are lovely, high quality, glossy cards. The backs are absolutely beautiful, foiled, in this kind of like lovely, gorgeous pattern. I mean, look at that. They are glossy, so if you're not a fan of glossy cards, but like, I mean, the thing is, it makes the colours pop on glossy cardstock anyway. So they are like kind of like a little bit bigger. Hang on, this is a normal tarot Rider-Waite Smith, so they are slightly bigger. Um, Not high house. I mean, yeah, probably high house. Oh, spit my words out. High house size on there. So you get, like as I said, like all the different dirties, and what I love about it, right? You can use it straight out the box because it has got the keyword on the bottom. So for anybody who like myself, I hate trawling through a guidebook, to find out what the card means, especially if it's not self-explanatory. I love Nadine's artwork as well. It's really, really lovely. And so, you know, as I said, it's very slippy as well. I'm actually struggling to hold these up. The backs, the edges are non-gilded, which I do prefer anyway. But if you wanted to colour them in yourself, you could. So, you've got grounding, and so all the keywords are very, very self-explanatory. Um, if you love ancient Egyptian and oracles and things like that, you will love this. It will actually go absolutely perfectly with the Thoth Tarot as well. And it's just a really, really good deck just to pull out, and there's all sorts of spreads in the guidebook as well. And so you can use it for different things. One of my favourite goddesses is Bastet. Um, Let me just like, because it's hurting my arms to hold this up because I haven't got nothing to lean on. That's better. Right, okay. So we've got all well-known deities, some lesser-known ones as well. As I said, like the symbols are, explained in the guidebook. Into the shine, that's better. I'm kind of like put it that way so you can't see the shine off my camera. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a high quality, non-mass market Egyptian oracle, which as I said, the guidebook is absolutely brilliant. There's so much information in there. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. So well done to Nils and Nadine. You've got this one. I love this, and this is called Journey. So that is the only landscape card I think in the deck, yeah. And then you go on to the symbols and the different kind of like things. So that one is divine authority, and then we've got the scarab, which is good fortune. Let's have a look. Sarcophagus, obviously that's self-explanatory as an ending as well. Hemotep, peace. And then we've got Persevere. I didn't say, did I, how many cards are in the deck? Hang on, just a second. 39, 41, 45, 47, 49, 50. 50 card deck. So we're on Ramesses 2 now, which is power. And then we're on Nefertari, which is diplomacy. Oh God, I can't get my words out this morning. What's the matter with me? Failure on Xerxes, and Cleopatra is independence. So it all is lovely, and I also like the direction they're facing as well, the directional. So you've got masculine power on that card, and then you have feminine power on that card, which is nice because it brings about a kind of a nice balance in a deck. And then you've got the Great Pyramid of Giza there ascending towards the light. And then you have the obelisk, which is connect. The temple, which is dedication. The Sphinx, which is the guardian. Book of the Dead is magical rituals. And that was the last one, actually. So it's just lovely. I love it. I mean, as a lot of I'm kind of like not so much active in the tarot community anymore, but that doesn't mean to say that I don't still use the decks, because I do. It's just that I'm very, very fussy now about what I use. A lot of them off the shelves behind me have gone. Some of these have to be boxed up. So yeah, because I need this space for my crafting, which is the next kind of subject I want to get onto. And you know what, it's always a mess in it when I kind of do something on here, because I've just got the, oh god, I couldn't find the little guidebook to put back in the box. So I will put the relevant links below for everything I mentioned today. and this is just lovely. So thank you so much, Niels. I hope you watch the video. And it's a truly lovely deck, so thank you. Right, okay then, on to the next part. There's a couple of things I want to discuss. So, secondly, as you know, I've been making spirit dolls now since March of this year. And it has been a completely life-changing journey. Not only have I connected with different people, you know, I've got my confidence back. My kind of reality is different from what it used to be, and I'm absolutely loving life at the moment. You know, because like I mean, doing the dolls helped me heal as a person. It's given me something incredibly creative to focus on, and also, you know, I like to share my creations with the world. So exciting news! I actually started a website. I built a website, you know, which I will put underneath in the links anyway. The simple reason being is I opened an Etsy store last Sunday evening, and on Monday I had an email from Etsy and said that they were basically I couldn't have a page on Etsy because I broke violations. Now, what I found out since is some kind uh, person actually reported me to Etsy, you know, for, I don't know, I think it was because my dolls were similar to theirs. I'm not saying it was that person who reported me, but somebody did anyway. But they actually done me a huge, huge favour because now I've got complete control over what I do, what I sell, what I put on my website, what I say on my website, no ridiculous Etsy fees to pay. And so to whoever actually did report me, thank you. Because as I said, you do me a huge favour. So here is some of my work. I mean, obviously, you know, there's not a lot on my Instagram at the moment, because I had to start a new account. And so my dolls are based on mythology, and they are based on the crone aspect. I do kind of dryad dolls as well, but these crone dolls, you know, that they've kind of grown along with me on my journey. And I've always been a huge Brian Froud fan. And one of my favourite ever creations, characters, was the Junk Lady from Labyrinth. Um, and she just stuck with me since childhood. And, you know, the crone aspect of the goddess, it's always been like really, really profound in my life. Also the work of Caroline Hillier, other people as well, you know, the feminist history that I've been reading and study, Maria Gimbutas's decks as well, the goddess cultures of ancient Europe. This is where all my kind of inspiration comes from. It doesn't come from anybody else's doll making whatsoever. Even though, that are some amazing kind of creative doll makers out there, I do not or ever will copy anyone's work. So, even though somebody's work may look similar, it doesn't mean to say that they've copied that work. So I just wanted to clear that up anyway. Anyway, here are some of the dolls that I've made that are currently available on my website at the moment. They all come from the heart. They're all made from recycled fabrics, found fabrics. All the faces are handmade by myself. There's a blank one that's not been painted yet. They're made from clay. They're not molded. And so yeah, these are some of the girls that I've currently got for sale. I am actually doing a new range at the moment. And it's going to be based on the darker kind of aspect of the goddess because we're coming up to Samhain, and I wanted to experiment with kind of darker colours. These are different kind of colours. A lot of the fabrics that I've had as well come from my friend Sally Harrison, who's a fabric artist. I have had a lot of things from Sally, and so I wanted to say like a huge thank you. The other kind of type of goddess dolls I do, hang on a second, is this one. I made that one a couple of months ago. As I said, like I get my inspiration as well from nature, and so what I see, this reminded me of an explosion of colour that I saw in my garden. maybe around about July. And I've got lots of lavender in my garden as well. And I had foxgloves and all the colours, the pinks, the purples, some yellows as well. I just wanted to create something, from my reality. And so, like, this is one of the girls I actually created. So yeah, it's just an incredible journey, and people who've bought from me, I am so so grateful, for your support. I really am. It means so much to me that I can bring some kind of like happiness into somebody else's life. It just is a lovely like kind of experience, and obviously I've become friends with different kind of people like Giselle, and because Giselle, as you know, Mad Witch on here, she creates crafts the most beautiful things ever. So it's just lovely, and to share kind of like different things with people and pick up tips and learn from other people. It is really a heartwarming experience. So I want to say a huge thank you to Giselle and the people who've bought from me as well. So I'm going to carry on creating because that's what I love doing. It's making me happy. And the strange thing is I'm seeing the beauty in everything around me now. So, I used to pass like things by on the floor, and I am that bag lady now who kind of like picks everything up that I see and I can use in my dolls. So yeah, it's just lovely. And so on to the next thing as well. I actually bought a Oracle deck, purely for research purposes, of course, and it was super super cheap. I think it was 12-13 pound on Amazon, and it's the Women of Myth Oracle, and it arrived this morning, and it is absolutely gorgeous. First of all, let me kind of like read off the back of the box. It's got, with the women of Mythorical, you will open a channel to the divine, clarify your future, and cultivate compassion for yourself and those around you. From absorbing the creative energy of Amaterasu, sorry for the, don't shoot me now, I can't pronounce these names properly. From Japanese law to connecting with the heroic and adventurous spirit of the Kane from African law, to harnessing the defiant might of the rebellious Lilith from Jewish law. There is a woman of myth within the deck that you can call upon as your personal guide and messenger. So, I absolutely fell in love with the artwork. The artwork is done by someone. I actually found them this morning on Instagram, and it's done on Procreate. The artwork is by Sarah Richard, and the deck is by Maria Sophia Maimonides. I think that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea. So, obviously, little guidebook which is packed full of information. But what I love about the deck is you have got three separate kind of cards. So the brown edge cards are the goddess cards. The purple edge cards are the heroine cards. And the bluey green cards are the monster cards. And it's absolutely lovely. The way the guidebook is written, it's on the cardstock's okay, it's by Adams Media, the deck is. It's just basic, cardstock, nothing fancy, no gilded edges, but who cares? This, first of all, this reminds me of the Brian Frow fairies, the way it's like, the kind of colours, and then the edges, the borders. And you have all these goddesses. I'm not going to embarrass myself by trying to pronounce their names because some I haven't heard of. It is absolutely outstanding, the artwork is, honestly. It's kind of got that, dare I say it, the Jimmy Mantin vibe to it, so all the goddesses and the heroines and the monsters all come kind of alive. It's not very, it's not 2D. It is very emotive artwork. I absolutely love that Corn Mother. It's just a lovely, lovely deck, and to see something that is totally usable as well. Again, it's got the name of the goddess, what category it comes from, the goddess, and then it's got a keyword, which is Athena is the mind, and you've got the L there as well, representing the wisdom. This one is Atagatis, goddess, the flow. So you can see this goddess like in that body of water there, reaching out. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And as I said, the goddesses and myths are from all over the world. There is, which I found out this morning, a separate book available. Um, it's not a companion book to the deck, but obviously it goes more in depth with the goddesses in the deck, and it's also called the Women of Myth. And I found it on Amazon and ordered it, and so there you go. You can see all the flow in the cards, and it's just absolutely beautiful. That's Isis, and that's really, really gorgeous. You've got the mother, that's the key word on that one. So it is a really completely thought out deck. It's not just haphazardly thrown together with all these different goddesses, what some people do. And as I said, like, there's goddesses and heroines that I have never heard of in this deck. And so it's obviously a learning process for me as well. But I did honestly get it for kind of research purposes rather than reading, because I fell in love with the artwork. And as I said, my dolls, they're based on mythology, world mythology. So, until I get the materials in front of me, I don't actually know what I'm going to make. And I might read something or see something, it stands out to me, and I think, oh yeah, that'll be a great kind of like, crone to kind of work, create from like this myth I've read, or something like that. And on my website it's a work in progress, which I will obviously give like a bibliography of books that have inspired me, or the people that have inspired me as well, and art that's also inspired me. So yeah, to have something like this is lovely, really. I mean, you haven't got like your normal kind of like bog standard Celtic goddesses, bog standard Egyptian goddesses. They're all different ones. That's gorgeous, Maeve. With it, that, can you see the artwork on that? It's absolutely gorgeous. So we're going on to, this is the heroines now. So you've got Morgan Le Fay there. You've got the rule breaker. That's a key word for that. And that is Mulan. I'm not even going to go there with the pronunciation of that. I'm sorry. Sky Woman is the heroine, and the key word for that is the nature lover. Splinterfoot Girl, who I have never heard of. Let me show you some more. Some that I can pronounce the names of, by the way. So now we're on to the monsters. So we've got Acha, Candicha, the Predator. And obviously in the guidebook it does tell you where the actual kind of myth comes from. And it gives you, let me give you an example for that monster one. Acha Candicha, I think that's how I pronounced it right anyway. Maybe not. Right, okay, so the myth, her story, supernatural creature from pre-Islamic Arabic mythology who was said to stalk near water sources and lure young men to their deaths. So the card meaning is you might be experiencing fogginess or fuzzy thinking, someone else's deceitful behaviour or sleight of hand is present. A friend could be a foe, or a foe could be acting like a friend. Your open mind or kind heart could be used against you. And then you've got her advice part. Taking a clear and objective view of your situation is what is required right now. And it just goes on. So yeah, it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. And you've got the spreads in the guidebook as well. Each card is like in full color, and then you've got the explanation. And there's a lovely kind of like foreword about about fierce femininity, about these, these goddesses, these heroines, these myths that, are, kind of like really empowering to women. So I absolutely love it. And of course I love all the monster cards, more than all of the others. So we've got like that one there, and then we've got Baba Yaga, and then we've got Dear Woman. And I had no idea that Dear Woman wasn't a very pleasant. That's gorgeous illustrations in that. Oh, it's just lovely. It's nice to have something nice. Obviously, the monster cards are dark. You might not see them properly on camera here, but they are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Kitsune, or Kitsune, I don't know how you say. Koyohime, La Llorona, Lilith. Oh, Medusa, that kind of makes me the outsider. Yeah, that's better because, like, I mean, I've been reading so much lately about Greek mythology, and Medusa wasn't really a monster at all. And yeah, that's really cool as well. And we've got Perchta, I don't know how you say that, and then Pesta. So you've got a really good balance of, like, light and dark cards, light and shadow cards, however you want to say it. And so it's just a lovely, lovely deck, and I am so glad that I picked this up for a super, super cheap price. Ishtar the Force here. So yeah, I mean, that is lovely. I mean, it's well worth getting in collection if you're into mythology and goddesses. I love it. And so, yes, thank you so much for always being here. And, I'm still around. My Instagram feed's a bit lame at the minute because there's only like 30 posts on there. But, I'm doing other things and I am trying to keep up with everything and everyone. It's not always possible. But yeah, I mean, I still like to kind of check in. And I am actually doing a live with Levi this upcoming week. So I'm really looking forward to that. Because it's been a long time since we've done a live together. Oh yeah, I forgot the lovely little scarab beetle that was in the kit, the Egyptian. Beautiful piece of red jasper, carved in the shape of a scarab beetle. So yeah, thank you so much for always sticking around. As I said, I may not be as active as I normally was, but, like, I mean, it doesn't mean to say that I don't think and appreciate about everyone who's always supported me. I do truly mean that, and I want to thank you all, and I hope you're all okay. Please leave a comment. I will put my website up as well. I hate doing this, but, like, needs must and all that. We've all got to earn a bit of money anyway. So yeah, thank you again for the 50 millionth time, and I will see you all soon. Stay safe wherever you are. Send in love, and yeah, take care. Bye, guys.